Today we're talking about drain flies, those annoying furry little flies that you see flying around kitchen and washroom sinks, and sometimes they're found in floor drains. We're going to talk about what they are, why they're there, and then we'll tell you a very safe, easy way to get rid of them yourself. Stay tuned at the end of the video. So what do drain flies look like? They're extremely distinctive. They're described as having a heart-shaped wing, so it almost looks like a heart shape when you see them. They're also furry. They're often referred to as moth flies. It's critical in identifying the proper fly because a lot of people call and they think they have fruit flies. Fruit flies are much smaller and different, whereas these ones are larger, and again, you can really see those distinctive details. They also have an extremely weak flying pattern, and they like to hang out around drains and sinks. The reason that they're there is not because of a dirty sink, it's because of actual drain issues. You'll have biological buildup in the traps, they lay their eggs in there, and that's why they're around. And if you squish one, you don't have to worry. They do not bite or do anything like that. They're just very annoying and they populate quick. So let's talk about why drain flies are there, how they breed, and what the life cycle looks like. So drain flies thrive in the organic material that gets built up in the drains. Adults will lay about 30 to 100 eggs at a time. Those eggs hatch within 48 hours, and then they'll reach full maturity between 8 and 24 days. All of the larvae will continue to feed off of that organic material, and the cycle just compounds and compounds. The organic material in the drain that they love are things like grease, any sort of excess from food that goes down there, and anything that gets built up when it's not being rinsed out enough. They love that, and they just continue to breed and lay eggs. So now let's talk about how to treat drain flies and go into why they're there so you can prevent them. Again, they love that organic material in the drains. And when a drain is not used a lot, they can just continue to lay their eggs and the larvae will thrive. So there's a 3-tiered approach to getting rid of these. Number one is if you have a good product that will actually break down all of that gunk in the drain. It helps with eliminating all the organic material so that they can't feed and you can eliminate them. If you don't have something that does that, bleach is a great start because it eliminates and sanitizes and starts to get rid of all of that oil, grease, and other buildup. And if you don't have that, you can actually use just plain water. When the trap sits like this and the water isn't continuously being flushed, it allows too much buildup. So if you get a large volume of water every day and continue to flush that drain, over time you will eliminate the eggs and also start to clean those drains out. You want to make sure that if you're doing the water approach, you're putting down enough water to completely flush the trap and do it every 24 hours for about 2 weeks. There will be instances if the drains are completely coated in grease or something where you may need to use one of the stronger products to actually break that down. But when you're flushing those eggs out, knowing that they have a 48-hour life cycle, eventually you'll get to that point where you're just flushing everything down and you'll solve your problem with the drain flies. But of course, it's always good to keep a very clean sink. Try to keep your drains as clean as possible. Another area where you're gonna notice a lot of them is in the basement floors. If it's winter time and there's not much moisture going down there, those drains get really dry and then they start to thrive in there. So even if it's a floor drain, get a bucket of water and just keep dropping water down every single day and or use one of the products to eliminate those eggs. So let's just touch on a couple prevention tips that help prevent drain flies. Number one is using a very fine strainer. You wanna make sure if you're washing dishes or you have food in the sink, as little to none of them get in the drain as possible. Dispose of them in a bin. You have to make sure the general sink area stays as clear as grime as possible, so maintaining a really clean sink helps a ton. And of course, you never want to put grease down a drain. It coats, they love that, and it's very hard to actually get rid of the grease. So if you do go with the water, if you can have it as hot as possible, it really helps to cut that grease. So if you have the option of using really hot water, definitely do it. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions or any experiences, please put them in the comments below. We really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. We love to help people out and give away free information to help you with your pest issues. Anything that comes up, please reach out.